All right, so today I want to talk about how Doodles is paving the way. They're creating a playbook for how to create a brand from, well, an NFT, right? They're creating a brand from scratch, and Bored Ape Yacht Club has done this, but I want to talk about Doodles because I think they're special in terms of the aesthetic that I'm seeing. I've met the founders as well, and just looking at the execution in the last couple weeks or so has been very impressive. So I just want to call out a couple things, and hopefully you can get a couple ideas if you are looking to build a brand for the long term, not just from NFTs, but just in general. So taking a look at my screen over here, these are the Doodles. These are what they look like, and you can see when I say that the aesthetics are special, they look different. They're clearly different than any other thing that I've seen out there from the world of NFTs. And these are Doodles. These are what they look like, and they look fairly unique, right? These are kind of the floor ones, so to speak. And when you look at their Twitter, about 354K followers. On OpenSea, they've done about 140,000 in volume. So I'm going to do the math on this real quick. So 140,000, okay. ETH is worth about 1,200 right now, so about 168 million in volume. That's of this recording. Floor price is about 13 ETH, right? So if you look at Nansen over here, we can look at really last week, volume really jumped up from a couple of the announcements from last week, and 506 ETH in the last 24 hours. And look, what I want to say is, first and foremost, I met the founders for dinner. I met the artist, Scott, and then one of the founders, Evan. I think Jordan was missing, and I met some of the other team members there too. And what I want to say is, they're impressive people. They understand how to operate a business. They've come from an operating background. Scott, the artist, he's very unique in that, like, he doesn't want to he's very specific with his aesthetic, right? He doesn't want to draw inspiration from elsewhere, and that's what's so unique about his art. And you can tell that he's very passionate. He's just a very nice guy. Same thing with Scott as well. And we actually did a podcast with Evan on the Leveling Up podcast, or Marketing School, if you want to listen to it, to just to get a sense for the entire Doodle story. But I want to talk about some of the announcements that they popped up last week. So let's see, maybe it's this one over here. So if we look at my screen, the first announcement last week was that Alexis Ohanian from co-founder of Reddit, they actually invested in Doodle. So first fundraise led by Alexis Ohanian 776. Okay, so that's pretty impressive already. And Alexis, I mean, he's well known kind of in the world of not just Web3, but Web2 in general. He's a great founder, just a great person. He's married to, I think it's Serena Williams. And announcement 2, Pharrell joins the team as chief brand officer. So he will executive produce music projects, produce animated film and TV, and creative direct product launches. Okay, so that's pretty impressive, right? You already have 2 megastars over here, and then a couple months ago they hired the former CEO of Billboard. So who knows if that's the right CEO hire? Like, that remains to be seen. I think we'll see in the next year or two if that's the right hire. Could very well be, right? But you have these 3 people, powerhouses, kind of pushing things forward. They're doing a Doodle for everyone, so they're trying to expand as well. So Doodles 2 is coming out, so they're trying to expand and have other holders. So each holder is really they're kind of marketers for you. They're martyrs for you, right? Because they want to push for you, because it's something that they stand behind, that they put their money behind, right? So I think that's very smart. Doodles 2 dynamic NFT. You can change your look as often as possible. Full body or PFP, animated with original music. The perfect shareable NFT built to represent you. Okay, so that's interesting because most NFTs right now are just profile pictures, right? Like, this is dynamic. There's music in there, and you can change the look. That's probably the future of NFTs. Like, people want to be able to adjust. It's just like how you change your clothes every single day too, right? So they're trying to jump ahead of the curve right now, and they've said themselves, like, they want to create. A lot of people are saying we want to create the next Disney, right? Gary Vee has said that. These guys have kind of said that as well. I do believe, I mean, when you think about the brands out there, I think VeeFriends will be big over time. I think Doodles will be big over time. Bored Ape Yacht Club already is big. You just have a lot of people backing this stuff, right? So I think, in terms of paving the way, in terms of moving forward, like, you can just look at what these people are doing, Doodles in particular, and this will give you some ideas. Like, A, it's not going to be hard. B, it's like, okay, you look at the game that they're playing right now. They're thinking very strategically about hiring and thinking very strategically about how they want to expand as well. And they know that when they create new Doodles, these are all new marketable moments as well. So if you take a look over here, duplicator superpower device to bring the rarest OG traits into Doodle 2. Okay, that's cool. Genesis box first edition wearables that will see the wearables economy. Okay, so that's more expansion as well. Doodle's records volume produced by Pharrell and in partnership with Columbia Records. Okay, that's cool. That's going to be more expansion too. Look at this art, man. Right? It's crazy. It's good. So they just have a lot of stuff that's coming, and I believe in them, which is why I've continued to just support them in general. So hopefully this gives you a couple ideas, right? Like this is what true execution looks like, and when people talk about professionalism in this space, they're looking to people that have been there, done that in terms of executed. And in the world of Web3, it's hard to find people that have been there, done that, but you want to find people that are really passionate about Web3, that have a sense of professionalism, that have actually executed, have actually done something before, right? Those are the people that you actually want to work with at the end of the day. And how you build something great is really how well it's a function of how well you recruit, and it's really a function of how big your vision is for the long term. So feel free to let me know if I missed anything in the comments. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe button if you found this helpful, and we'll catch you later.